Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, how is everyone doing today? Good morning, Cotton. Good morning, Keyjoy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's been a while. It feels like it's been a while. It feels like it's been, well, I mean, it feels like it's been like a whole month, even though it hasn't been a whole month. It's only been like, what, a week-ish? A week-ish? Good morning. Somni, good morning! Good morning, Somni. How are you doing? Did you notice what we were... I found a game that I think would interest you, Somni. I found a game that I think would interest you. Feels like a week. It feels like a week to you. It feels like a whole month to me. It feels... Maybe there's like some sort of time slip with the cafe. Maybe there's like some time dilation that I experience or something. Has it really been a week since... Oh my goodness. It's been a week. It feels longer. What game? Well, as you know, should I just go straight into showing it? So the cafe did well, first of all, the cafe is still under some disarray. The cafe's battery, or for lack thereof, is still non-functional, to say the least. But on the bright side, I have found a substitute heating unit to help with the cold front. Oh, but it was still very cold, and there was a lot of windy turbulence. And, well, while the cafe was doing some weird supernatural stuff, I did come across a game that was presented at Anime NYC recently. And how many of you guys watch Tokyo Ghoul? How many are Tokyo Ghoul fans? Did you know there's a Tokyo Ghoul board game? Did you know? Sending me warm hugs, thank you. I appreciate it. I try my best to keep warm under the weighted blanket that crushes me with what, 20 pounds? You did not know that. It's just, we just got it in. And I got my little grubby hands on one so that I could show you guys. I was really excited. I was like, wow! Wow! Okay, sure. So let me go ahead and I'm so excited. Let me just go ahead and show you guys, and I'll explain the game a little bit to you. I haven't played it yet, but I was explained it, and I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully maybe it will train me up to be less sus, so to speak. Let me see here. Anyway, so this is the game. This is the lovely game right here. Hold on, let it focus. Let it think about itself. Hello. This is my hand. There you go. Tokyo Ghoul. Bloody Masquerade. I will always be a little sus. What do you mean? So essentially, as I understand, this game is pretty much kind of like Mafia or a murder mystery in which there are two ghouls and the rest of the humans are trying to figure out who the ghouls are before obviously everybody dies. So it's like Mafia, it's like Night of the Werewolf, it's another one of those, yeah, an anime form too. So look, wait, let me get all the plastic off. Let me get all of the shiny, reflective, dangerously reflective, shiny plastic off. Let me... Yes, you're all in. This was... I was just like, I haven't seen this. I'm just like, what? But yeah, look at that. It looks so cool. Wait, which way? This way, this way, this way. Look at that. And then, so this is the back. And I'll read the back to you. I'm sorry, it's a little bit blurry because I'm like haphazardly carrying it around. You're all in. Don't worry, Aki, I bet you're... but I'm hoping to play this more to try to make it so that I get training to not be sus. This is Among Us. This is Among Us in board game form. This is Among Us in board game form. Hello, Matt. I'm showing off a game that my grubby little gremlin hands decided it would be a good thing to show because it was my first time seeing it and I'm just like, yay. What are we talking about? This is the Tokyo Ghoul Bloody Masquerade from Japanime Games. The cafe was a bit all over the place over the weekend, and well, at Anime NYC, I saw this, I perceived this, and was just like, I have never seen this. I must share this with the world. So, and I'm just like, this is really good. This is really good training for me to try to not be sus, because it's like Mafia, it's like Among Us, it's like I gotta hide in the shadows and be a better ghoul. The ghoul that never gets perceived. Oh god, I'm sorry. Play as one of the 15 characters in the series, human, ghoul, or investigator. Scour Tokyo's neighborhoods while keeping your identity hidden. Investigate other players and cover your tracks in order to survive and reach your secret goal. Remember that every encounter can be deadly. There's no shamans here. I haven't seen anything about inside of this, so I'm really curious. I'm really curious. But I'm really excited, and I really want to play this game. I should move off to the side so that there's some better lighting in here. But this looks really cool. Oh my god. How many of you guys have watched Tokyo Ghoul? The music is really good for Tokyo Ghoul. Ghouls, doves, 4 players. I wonder what the doves do. So see, look, they have ghouls, so you get 4 players, ghouls, doves, humans, suspicion markers, 12. Oh, these are the ingredients. This is the ingredients of the board game. Okay. It's so shiny, I know. And this is an interesting, like, layout right here. Sorry, I'm, like, covering my camera. You're heading out, Kijor? Have a safe day. Have a good, warm, safe day at work. Ingredients? Can you eat it? It's the ingredients of the board game. Everything has ingredients. Everything has ingredients when you think about it like that, in terms of construction. Yummy cardboard. Don't eat this. Don't eat this. Disclaimer, don't eat it. It's the ingredients, but don't eat it. You haven't watched it? You didn't because of that chair scene at the end? Oh. Why? Why because of the chair scene? Okay, so there's human, ghoul, and inspector. No munch. Yeah, no munch in the game. No munch in the game. Otherwise, how will you be able to play it some more? Each player plays as a human, a ghoul, or a CCG inspector. Your identity must be kept a secret until the end of the game. Each player has 1 or more objectives to complete in order to be declared the winner. Example, survive if you are a human, devour a human if you are a ghoul, or kill a ghoul if you are an inspector. Oh, the inspectors just want to kill the ghoul. Okay. Each character has objectives to achieve or an instant victory condition to meet. Oh, there's instant victories as well. If a player has the right combination of clue cards in hand at the beginning of their turn, they must reveal them immediately. Oh, this is the instant victory. They are then declared the only winner of the game. Stuff like that makes you feel weird? No, like, that's fair. That's fair. I don't think I've seen the ending. I haven't seen the ending, so I wouldn't know. You know a certain hamster that would love the... No! I don't know the backstory of this other than I think I've seen pictures. Survive, eat, or kill. The 3 life necessities. The circle of life. Yes, exactly. Objective completion is only checked at the end of the game. Killing. The player must kill the character type shown on their card in order to be declared the winner. Staying alive. The player must stay alive until the end of the game and have the requested clue cards in hand in order to be declared the winner. So we have to also sleuth in this, I guess. End of the game. The game ends when a player claims at the beginning of their turn their instant victory condition. They are declared the sole winner of the game. They keep saying sole winner. I wonder if you can have multiple winners. I guess if there's like ties. A player triggers an attack to kill another player. All suspicion markers have been given out. The game ends after the active player's turn. Preliminary phase. Before starting the first game round, players will exchange clue cards. Each player has 3 clue cards in hand at this point. Each player chooses 2 clue cards from their hand, then shows them simultaneously to the player on their left. Every player then gives 1 clue card face down to the player on the right. Everyone must give and receive a card at the same time. That way, each player gives their card before discovering the card they receive. Each player must start the game with 3 clue cards in hand. The preliminary phase is complete and the game can now begin. I'm curious as to what these clue cards are. Piece of advice for the first games. If a player showed you 2 identical cards, do not give him a card of the same color. Indeed, this may allow him to meet an instant victory condition at the very beginning of their turn, if their character features one. I see. Oh. And then they explain the round sequence. Beep boop. Ignore the beep boop. Location tiles. So there's locations. The players... let's see here. There you go. The players play clockwise and take turns asking questions and exchanging information. The person whose turn it is to play is called the active player. The first active player can either be the host of the game or anyone else determined by the participants. Checking the instant victory conditions for the active player. If the active player meets their character's potential instant victory conditions, they must announce it at the beginning of their turn before moving the action token. Once the action token has been moved, it is no longer possible to claim an instant victory. The player has to wait for the beginning of their next round. Ghoul up my life. Hi, Team Frazak. I asked Eric about the package, and he said that he was still waiting for it because they had put it on a pallet to ship to his place, and then I think he said over the weekend that he had received it. So soon, still soon. Respawn, thank you. Thank you. I missed all of you guys. How have you guys been? It's been a whole week. Is this the famous Garlico Otaku? What the? I've been doing better. I had the most amazing ramen ever, guys. I had the most amazing, dare I say, probably the best ramen that I will ever experience in my entire life that I know of thus far. I think it is absolutely the best ramen experience that I can ever have. Ever. And I do 100% believe in their slogan of it's worth the wait, and then they have a bunch of people waiting in line. The average wait time for this place is like 30 minutes to an hour, and it's just like people were passing by and asking like, how long have you been waiting here? And people would say 30 minutes, right? You'd think 30 minutes, like gosh darn, that's a really long time to wait for food. And the people that were passing by, they were like, ah, that's not bad. And it's like, what do you mean that's not bad? 30 minutes? 30 minutes is so long to be waiting in line outside in the cold. But they were like, ah, that's not bad, that's not bad. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's good, it's worth the wait. It's just like, it is a long wait time, I know, right? It is a long wait time. But I tell you what, it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. Oh my goodness. It's like, hold on. Wait. This one? No. Wait, is it this one? No, this one. It was... It's like the best ramen I've ever had. I know I'm getting really distracted and everything, but like, it was amazing and definitely worth the wait. And it was one of those ramen places where like you can go by yourself. It's one of the ramen places where like you don't even have to talk to anyone. You could fill out a piece of paper of everything that you want, and they give it to you. And they had a little trophy saying that they were #1 and everything. If you have to wait 4 hours for a pizza, you will know it is much time. 4 hours? I don't know if I would wait 4 hours for a pizza. 4 hours seems like a bit much for pizza. It was so cold yesterday, but it's getting warmer now. That's good. That's good. I don't know. It's still kind of cold. It's still really cold in general. Even though I have a tiny little space heater to try to warm up the cafe, it's still fairly cold. Still fairly cold. But, oh man. There were so many levels of nirvana that was reached at this ramen cafe. Every bite was just like awesome. And like you could pick your level of richness. And I picked rich. So there was like regular, there was less rich, regular, rich, and like more rich, like extreme rich. I did one level above the average. I wish I knew what like the maximum richness would have tasted like. I'm like salivating just thinking of it. This ramen experience, very transcendent. Mysterios? Hello, welcome. Aki-chan. You have an Eden emote. That's so cute. The flavors. I wish I could describe them to you other than everything was super rich, had so much umami flavor. There was, the chashu melted in your mouth. The noodles were perfectly done, perfectly firm. The broth was super creamy and rich. Very, 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 very rich. And then there was also like premium chashu, which was like marinated. That was super good by itself, but I was I was feeling a little adventurous and I decided, let me see if I could dip this premium marinated chashu into the ramen broth and eat that. And oh my god, I was not prepared. I was not prepared for the flavor explosion of goodness to be experienced. And it was amazing, and it was like I now believe. I now believe in the imagery of Food Wars 100%. I now believe we could reach that potential. We can reach it. Sounds delicious. It was super delicious. It was, wait. I might have to look this up. It was Ichi. Let me double check. Ichiran. If you've ever been to an Ichiran, then you will understand. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just over-exaggerating. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating and the ramen's not that great and amazing, but take it from me as someone who really loves food and has eaten a lot. It was pretty good. It was pretty good, okay? I don't care if I'm like flipping out hardcore about it. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm beginning to believe. I'm beginning to believe that Food Wars imagery is very spot on. It was like every bite you're not really expecting. It was like the very first bites. It's one of those moments where like you take a bite and then everything just stops functioning. You just don't move. You just stop. You're just like, you're wide-eyed and you're like and just like every thought is gone and you're just like in the moment experiencing this flavor in your mouth. But yeah. I didn't mean to do the angry. I want ramen right now. I'm torturing myself. It was the most amazing ramen ever. Ever. So if you guys ever see an Ichiran, try it out. It's worth the wait. Even though you see a line, it's worth the wait. I think so. They had instant ramens that you could take home. I didn't get it. I was really tempted to. I was so tempted to. But at the same time, I had the mindset of, I don't know if the instant version would live up to par to the actual sit-down experience. Do you know what I mean? Like, it cannot compare. It'll probably taste like the most amazing instant ramen that I've ever had. But it's not going to be the same thing as actually going into the restaurant. And like, I didn't want to spoil that experience of having, like hoping it to be exactly like at the sit-down restaurant. And then not have it be like the sit-down restaurant. Also, it was like $30. It was $30 for 3 packs of instant ramens. So, you know, take that as it may. Part of me is having some FOMO though. Part of me is having some FOMO. I could have made it for you guys. But it was like $30. I didn't want to. If I had gotten suckered into buying it, I don't know if I would have gone away with just one. I would have wanted to fill the whole cupboards with it, all the cupboards. I would have wanted to kidnap a chef to keep in the kitchen. I would have wanted a personal chef, a personal Ichiran chef to keep in my kitchen, to serve me Ichiran ramen forever. I'm being heavily distracted. What? Sus? Ghouls? Sus? If the helpings are good, then you bet it was a good deal. It was pretty good. It was really good. It sounds like a dream. Oh my god. I wish I could dream it every night. If it means that I could relive tasting it in my dreams, even if it's just in my dreams, yeah, I don't mind dreaming that every night. That'll be the ramen that I dream about. Reverse eat it then? I don't think I can reverse eat that. It's been a couple days. Oh my god. But yes, definitely. If there's any other Ichirans around, Ichiran, if you're ever in the vicinity of an Ichiran, stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing and just go for it. Stop it and just go for it. Get your Ichiran on and have it. I'm probably gonna have some ramen today. Now that I've talked about it. And I don't know. I wish I could have one of those memory banks where you can like save and log a memory, put it aside, and then like, you know, pick it up and re-experience that. You know what I mean? I wish I could have one of those sort of memory bank experiences where you could just relive something over and over again. Because I would just relive that flavor over and over and over and over again. Let me see. Sorry, you guys know. Wait, how did I even start talking about ramen? Was it my fault or yours? It was probably my fault. If I'm being quite honest, it was probably my fault. Let's see. So, these ones are the objectives. The objective and instant victory conditions are unique to each character and are explained below. Instant victory collection. Collect 3 clue cards of the indicated type. I see green, red, yellow, and purple. This instant victory can only be claimed by the active player at the beginning of their turn. In this case, they are then declared the sole winner of the game. Killing. Kill a human. Oh, humans get sandwich. That's a sandwich symbol right there. I know humans like food. A ghoul or an inspector. To kill another character, the active player must be on one of the 2 dedicated locations, red edge locations. Only characters with a killing objective can activate this attack action. I wonder if there's like a protection, protect people from dying, like when we were playing with Somni. Special actions for the inspector. Oh, maybe we're now in the inspector. Okay, wait. Where's a good spot for me to hold this? Think about it. All this glare. To be activated at the beginning of the active player's turn before moving the action token. If the player is an inspector, they also have the ability to kill another character outside the dedicated locations instead of moving the action token. At the beginning of their turn, they may decide to kill the player of their choosing from the game if that player has at least X clue cards in front of themselves. X equals 1, 2, or 3 depending on the inspector's card. This special action can be activated if and only if the player who plays the inspector has at least 2 blue dove clue cards in their hand. The inspector plays as a team and win or lose together. Oh, so there can be multiple inspectors. You like having a nurse character because then you have a chance to disrupt the bad guys. Yeah, this is true. It can draw out. This one is like, there's like limited rounds, I think. Or at least I haven't seen anything yet that saves or prevents a killing. But with the inspectors able to kill, then they could be sussed as a ghoul, right? Will this happen privately? Endgame objectives. Staying alive. Stay alive and collect 2 clue cards of the indicated type. Partner survival. So there's also an objective to keep your partner alive. You can have a partner that you want to keep alive. Poka is alive at the end of the game. Nishiki is alive at the end of the game. Note, in that case, even if the player has been killed or if he is alive but does not have the clue cards required to win, he wins the game. Example. Kimi was killed by the attack of an inspector. All the inspectors lose because they failed to kill a ghoul. On the other hand, even if she died, Kimi still wins because Nishiki is still alive at the end of the game. All the other players also check their endgame. Oh, I see. So as long as your partner's alive, you're still winning. The tiles depict iconic locations from the anime that players can visit in order to perform various actions. The different actions of each location are described in the order in which they must be resolved, from left to right. The red edge tiles represent a location where it is possible to attack another player, so you don't want to be in these ones. Those are danger zones. They are placed face down at the beginning of the game. So you don't know which ones are danger zones. That explains the sole winners. Yeah. Interrogation. Optional. It's optional to have an interrogation. Let's see. They interrogate the player of their choice. They ask that player to show them 2 clue cards. The active player can then decide to exchange one of their own cards with one they were just shown. Suspicion. Required for all. Players draw suspicion to themselves. In other words, they must take 1 suspicion marker from the pool and place it on the dedicated square on their investigation board. All players who have at least 2 identical clue cards corresponding to the color of the location, coffee, food, or dove, draw suspicion to themselves. What if I want all the food? So you can kind of see. Dove, coffee. All players who have at least 2 identical clue cards, all types, draw suspicion to themselves. Mike has 2 food cards, as he should. Therefore, he must take 1 suspicion marker and place it on his investigation board. But what if Mike just likes food? Is that the reason why I'm always suspicious? Because I like food? There's a time and place for food, Aki. What are you talking about? There's always time for food, right? Aki sus. All players who have at least 1 transformation clue card draw suspicion to themselves. Mikey has 2 transformation cards, which is the red one. In his hand, he places 1 suspicion marker and only 1 on his investigation board. Cover-up tracks. Optional. The active player can remove 1 suspicion marker from the investigation board of a player of their choice, including themselves, and put it back into the pool. So what if you're accidentally doing that for a ghoul? Or maybe you are a ghoul and you want to do that. Active player can give 1 suspicion marker from the pool to the player of their choice. So you can add suspicion points to other players. Okay, okay. Attack, optional. This action is available only for players with a killing objective. The active player may decide to attack the player who has the most suspicion markers, themselves included. You can attack yourself? In case of a tie between several players, the active player chooses the one they will attack among those tied. The attacked player is killed. This action triggers at the end of the game. The active player can attack the player of their choosing if that player has at least 3 suspicion markers on their investigation board. The attacked player is killed. This triggers at the end of the game. When a player has 3 suspicion markers on their investigation board, they must show the 3 cards in their hand instead of 2 during the interrogation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Support variants. So these ones are variant game options. And then of course, we have all of the characters. So we have... Whoa. There's only 3 humans? Everybody else is kind of fighting it out. So we've got only 3 humans. We've got the CCG inspectors, also called doves. Well, we've got 3 doves. We've got... Dude, that's a lot of ghouls. 1, 2... That's 5 ghouls. We have 5 ghouls. Options. And then there's mask variants. Which I kind of glossed over. So that'll be interesting. And then of course we've got the FAQ on the back. There's also a puzzle you can do. So this is the base middle board that we were seeing. Oh my god, I gotta punch these things out. We all love that. We all love doing that. These are pretty thick too. These are pretty thick boys. I don't know if you can see the thickness of them. Oh, this one had 2. What? How did that work? I knew that felt funny, but I have 2. I have a copy now. Just in case. It's a just in case tile. How did that even happen? Huh. Yeah, there's no extra frame for this. I just had another tile that was stuck to another tile. Oh, this is a very bloody game. There is a lot of death to be had in this game. Sus. Sus, 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 sus. More sus. All the sus. Welcome to Card Sleeving ASMR, board game sleeving ASMR, where we pop out cardboard chips. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Wait. I want to go ham on these ones. Okay. You're sus. sus. You get a sus. 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 Very sus. Am I being forgetful? Those were sus. These are sus tokens, right? These are sus tokens. Characters? You're a ghoul. That's pretty sus. Pop out ASMR. Yes. Just hear the cookie clacks. It's pretty sus. How is it pretty sus? Look, look. This guy, he's a foodie. He's a foodie. He gets me. He gets me. Oh. We're popping out the characters. The characters are being popped out. Pop. 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 And pop. These are all of the characters. This is what it sounds like when characters are shuffled on a board. Are you ready to get an overload of sus poppin'? Okay, sus poppin' commencing. Sus, 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 sus. You're very sus. This is what it sounds like when you're very sus. You are super sus. More sus. All the sus you can handle. Do you think you're sus enough? Yes, you're very sus. All the sus. There we go. Now this is what it sounds like when I shuffle your sus around. I'm collecting all of your sus into my hands. All of your sus can fit into the palm of my hand. I think. Just like that. Oh snap, I dropped a sus. This is what happens when all of your sus is spilled out from my hands. Just like that. I'm gonna stop playing with that. We'll deal with the sus later. We'll deal with the sus later. I've been given baggies! I was just thinking to myself that I'm gonna have to get some Ziploc baggies for this, but never mind. They have supplied me with baggies. I can actually go put these away right now, this very second. Look at that. These are some quality baggies. The good games give you bags. Oh, then you guys know this is a good game. It gives you a baggie. It gives you a wonderful baggie. This is what happens when I shake your characters around in the baggie. You're working? You're working at the moment? Hopefully you're having a good day at work. And staying warm, of course. What am I opening? I am opening, this one right here. Tokyo Ghoul. Bloody Masquerade. It's essentially Among Us in board game form. Essentially. Okay guys, are you ready? I'm gonna bag all of your guys' sus. All of your sus is going in a baggie. Right here. Right here. Like that. I'm bagging up your sus. I don't know if that's... Can you hear this? Can you hear your sus being bagged? bagging up your sus. We must contain your sus. We must contain it. Your sus is too strong to handle. Doing this while eating ramen? The raw talent, I know. I was talking about having the best ramen I will probably have in my entire life earlier, and I'm like heavily salivating just from the thought of it, and like, I just want some ramen. I just want some ramen. We're gonna go sleeve this. Let me go get some card sleeves. I got a couple of sleeves. I'm gonna get the blank ones. Just because the back is really cool. And there's not a lot of cards. There's not too much cards. Oh no, this ribbon tape always frickin' eludes me. Where's your end? Where do you end? Ah. Found it. Hi, Bee. Hi, Griffin. Hi, Griffin. How are you? You're lurking. I'm also lurking on you. I'm lurking on you. I see that I think B is on your stream with you. I saw that you got another 5 Michelin. You got to the screen with the 5 Michelin on it. How is your game going? Both of you guys are lurking. And now you are angry face. I can't hear anything. Oh, wait, if she's lurking, she probably can't hear me either. These are the 3 human cards. Oh my god, her expressions. I have Griffin's stream up on my side window. I have Griffin's stream up on my side window. I can't believe she's on day 5 of a subathon. I was asking like, how was the debut stream? And she was talking about doing a subathon, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Day 5? That's so crazy. I have to go back and finish watching the anime. Maybe. Maybe I should just make my own headcanon. No, I'm joking. Right. So we're going to sleeve the humans of Tokyo Ghoul? Yeah, I've never finished watching Tokyo Ghoul. I never finished watching it. I just know that the opening music was pretty cool, I think. You need to watch the 2nd season? They borked it. Oh, no need to watch the 2nd season. Really? That bad? How come? What did they do? 2nd season was that bad. So these ones, I'm assuming you can kill if they have more. He doesn't want to kill unless they have more than 3 sus. This one doesn't want to kill unless it's more than 2. This guy can kill A lot of people. One sus, you're a target in his sights. You're a target. Wasn't there like some ghouls that weren't trying to kill? There were some ghouls that just wanted to live a normal life, question mark. They're not all bad. They're not all bad. They just wanna open up cafes and you know, live a peaceful life. They just wanna live a nice peaceful life in their lovely cafes, coffee shops, bars, food establishments where they feed all the humans because they know that is totally how you win people over with food establishments. Pay no mind to the fact that I run a board game cafe and am a foodie. There is no relation. First season of the anime had an anime-only ending. But the second season takes place after a time skip and follows the manga. So there are things that happen in the past of the second season that never actually happened in the anime's first season. Wait, that sounds super scuffed. That sounds a little, yeah, that sounds exactly, that sounds borked. So it's almost impossible to follow unless you read the manga? Oh my goodness. Really? But you've read the manga, right? I'm assuming you've read the manga. Ayo. Ayo. He's half human? Half ghoul? Parts of it, it's really, really good. So would reading just the manga be better? Just the manga? Or is the first one, the first season, worth a watch? Worth a gander? She's a human, but she's also purple. She's one of the masked, so she can be kind of sus, like that. There's so many ghoul options. There's so many ghoul options. This guy is a half ghoul. Everybody else, ghoul. You have a bias to animes, so if you have time, give the anime's first season a watch. You enjoyed it yourself. I shall. I have actually a queue on things that I have to watch, or that I should watch, or that I want to watch. All of the above. +7. Oh my god. These are the red sus cards. These are the red sus cards. Well, these are the I can kill you cards. Right? That's what that means? I know I read the roleplay. I'm gonna have to relook at it again. I'm pretty sure if I play this game, I'm just gonna want to collect all of the coffee and food cards. I think that's what I would do. Would that make me sus? Collecting multiple food cards? Just which I'm gonna find the character. Hold on. I'm gonna find. I guess it's like randomly doled out to you, right? But which character best suits my foodiness and would require the win condition of just having food? This one has... That one has like a food thingy in there, but that's if they kill someone. They want to kill a human? These are all green, green. So all of the humans just want food. All of them are green. All of them just want food. You two have a list of things you want to watch list, but then usually you end up playing games instead. I usually try to get around. I'm a binge watcher. I think my problem is that I'm a binge watcher, so I don't like watching things that are currently like showing right now and being released by a week-by-week basis. I can't stand watching an episode and then needing to wait a week for an update. I can't stand that. I have to watch straight. So like I'll usually watch it if I'm eating. If I'm eating, that's my time to watch things and catch up on stuff. So that's when I'll do it. Same. I can clear an anime in maybe in 2 nights because of my binging habits. Waiting developed patience. But I'm patient. I'm patient for a lot of things. But I don't want to wait week by week. I don't want to have to wait week by week. I just want to have it all in one sitting and binge it. Binge it all. Keep going straight into the next one. What are current animes that are being released right now that are week by week? I think I was wanting to watch the next Spy X Family. There was like additional episodes, right? But I saw that it was only like 4 or something like that, and I'm just like, no. So in that sense, I'm patient in that way. I'd rather hold off. So I'm like the marshmallow patience, right? I'm the marshmallow patience. I'll hold off so that I can get a bigger batch in one serving. I'll hold off so that I can get a bigger reward later on down the line. So like, I saw that there were episodes, and I'm just like, no, I will wait. I will wait until it's all released. So I'm still patient in that way. I'm patient. I want bigger, copious amounts of marshmallows in my serving size, please. The waiting week by week for one is also that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Uzaki-chan wants to hang out. Is dubbing currently week by week. Oh. Really? Interesting. That's another one. That's new, right? New season? Because it hasn't... You love? Ukazi? Wait, is it Uzaki? Or Ukazi? Ukazi-chan? Second season is airing right now. I haven't seen that one. I saw the Nagatoro one. I saw the Nagatoro. Please don't bully me, Miss Nagatoro. That one was funny. Uzaki. There's a lot of anime that I have to catch up on. I have to... What's the new that I have to catch up on? Nagatoro is good too. I enjoyed Nagatoro. Nagatoro is funny. Yeah, yeah. It was very, very funny. I enjoyed it a lot. Bochi the Rock? What is that? Ow, 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 ow. Bochi the Rock. It's like K-On! With social anxiety. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever seen K-On! I've never watched K-On! But is it like Komi Can't Communicate? Because I know Komi Can't Communicate was about social anxiety and not being able to speak. So it's K-On! Did K-On! Have social anxiety in it? I thought K-On! Was just cute girls do rock band. Does music band. Cute girls does music band. Oh my god. Maybe. Sorry. Thinking about cute girls does music band kind of made me think of cute girls does camping. And it kind of made me want curry ramen. I think I might have curry ramen today. I might have curry ramen today. Maybe. Maybe. It was that too. Euro Camp is good too. Yeah! There's a new season! I haven't watched the new season. I watched the first season. But I haven't watched the new one, right? There was a new season. Or at least, I hope I'm not imagining that. I hope I'm not imagining that. I'm pretty sure there's a new season. I have to watch it. I want to watch cute girls do camping. And the food. All the food. They make food look so good. Aren't a fair amount of animes cute girls do something? Exactly. Exactly. There's cute girls does workout. Cute girls does post-apocalyptic. Cute girls does camping. Cute girls does rock band. Cute girls, what are some other ones? Blah. Where have I designated my trash pile? Those are all of the cards. Yeah, there's a camping one. It's super good. It's super good, Somni. They do camping, and they make camping look super duper fun. Like if you haven't gone camping in a long while, this anime will make you want to go camping for sure, for sure. And then the food looks super good. The first food I think was the curry ramen, like just simple instant curry ramen. And the fact that they enjoy it so much, it's just like it makes you just want it. And immediately after, I went and I purchased some instant curry ramen to try it out because I've never had curry ramen before, but they made it sound interesting and tasty. And then I think later on they have was it yakiniku? They had hot pot, or was it sukiyaki? I think one of the times they had sukiyaki. It was like they had like a whole grill and they had to get meat and stuff. They brought meat. I think it was a hot pot. I think they made hot pot. The other one they made curry, and it's just like, man, when I went camping, we didn't eat that luxuriously. Now I want to go camping and eat luxuriously like that. Cute girl does cooking. Which one is that one? There's a lot of. All I think about is Food Wars. Bochi is about a girl who is super shy, think Komi levels, and wants to make friends, so she decides to learn guitar so that she can join a band and her bandmates can be her friends. So she spends her middle school days learning guitar and uploading to YouTube, but forgets to actually learn to talk to people. So she just plays guitar? She just gets really, really good at playing guitar and then just doesn't talk? What's it called? Oh, food anime. Just type cute girls. Oh, let me search up. I bet you if I type cute girl does camping, it'll show up for me. Cute girls does camping. Oh wait, I should do anime. Right. Anime. That would be better. Laid back camp in English? Yeah, it's called laid back camp in English, but it's called Euro camp. They make camping look so good and fun, and they even the main character does a lot of her camping in like fall to winter, so it's like super duper cold, and it's cold right now, so I can't imagine camping in the winter. I can't imagine camping in the winter. It's so cold. You'll add it to your list? Yeah! Let me know. Somni is foodie like me. Somni is foodie. We are foodie. Foodalites. Only the supreme best foods around. So I was taking a look at this. What are these? These are pretty big. These are like 2 card sizes big? I'm trying to think if I have sleeves for these. If they're the sizes of 2 cards, that's like God cards in Kamigami, right? But why does it feel so much bigger? Why does this feel so much bigger than a Kamigami card? Is this a Kamigami card? Is this the size of a Kamigami card? The good foods, absolutely the good foods. I'm assuming you've watched Food Wars, right, Somni? Which food in Food Wars? If you could have one food from Food Wars ripped from the anime to experience in real life, which food item would be the one that you want? Kaijo? Isn't that the butt sports anime? If so, how would you describe it to someone who hasn't seen it? Butt sports, the anime. Kaijo is the having the, yeah. Is that am I correct? It's actually really intense. And it's really good. You're ashamed to say you haven't seen it. Which one? Food Wars? You haven't seen Food Wars? Somni, you're missing out! Watch all of Food Wars except for the last season. I haven't seen the last season, and apparently it's skippable. Everything up until the second to last season. Watch all of that. And then just wish that all of those foods existed in real life. It's been on your list forever. It's time to start now. It's time to start now. It's the butt anime. I'm gonna go check to see if this is the size. It looks bigger. It looks bigger than my Kamigami cards. Do I have sleeves still? I used up a lot of my Kamigami sleeves. And you guys know me. I'm really weird. This is... Oh, maybe it is. Oh no, it's a little... Oh my god, it's a little bigger than my Kamigami. It's a little bit bigger. See? So wait. Hold on, let me hold this up. It's a little bit bigger than my Kamigami. So I'm not crazy. Okay, well, we'll have to figure that out. Cute girls eat good-looking food. Which one? Gourmet Girl Graffiti? Another food anime? Hold on. I'm gonna type this up so that I remember. Gourmet. Whoa. What's for dinner? I've watched another so much. Somni, if you like food animes, another good one is let me see. Restaurant to Another World is another good one. That one's really good. That one is really good. I based my door off of that one because I really like that anime. I really like that anime and all of the food. Oh my god, I wish there was more. I want more of that. You gotta love awkward size cards. I'll figure this out. I'm not sure. This is just player boards. These are just player boards. So it shouldn't be that bad. These might be postcard sizes? These might be postcard sizes. Which I could always leave them as is. But you know me, you guys already know me, you're very familiar with me. I will try to find some sort of containment, for each of these guys. Probably, at this size, they're probably gonna be the hard sleeves. You wrote it down? Good. Interesting. So like every game... Oh, so you start them flip down like that. This is... Eh? You kind of know which ones are the red ones. I thought the idea of them being flipped down is that you didn't know, but you do know. You do know. Kind of like that. Is it like that? Where's my manual? What do you guys feel about puzzles? Do you guys like puzzles? I mean like these kind of puzzles? Do you guys like puzzles? I know when I was little, I would have I would have the one puzzle. I only had one puzzle that I would put together, break apart, and put it together over and over and over and over again, right? And I thought that was the only way to enjoy puzzles. But apparently, I didn't know there was such a thing, like, when you have super duper large puzzles that are like 1,000 pieces. Wait, how much is this one? That one was 1,000 pieces. There's like others that are like 10,000 pieces. I'm just like, how in the world? There's like puzzle play mats, like puzzle mats that you use that you can roll up the puzzles in the mat to save for later. I'm just like, I didn't know those things existed. And then also, I didn't know that you could have a puzzle and not finish it in one sitting, so you would have to have it there for like days on end. And then also, I didn't know there was a thing where once you're finished with the puzzle, if you don't want to break it apart to do it again later, you can frame it. There's a thing where you Mod Podge it to glue it together, and then you frame it. I'm like, well, I guess if you've done like a 10,000 piece puzzle, maybe you don't want to break it apart. Maybe. You gotta go have fun with the new game. Thank you, Somni. Thank you. And thank you so much for stopping by. You're too dumb for jigsaw puzzles? What do you mean? What do you mean? Why? Why would you be dumb about that? It's just There's a lot of pieces of a blue sky. Just get 10,000 pieces of blue sky. That's it. You're impatient? I might be impatient. I'm not sure. I saw a really cool ad for like, a Star Wars one where every piece is like an actual different item or character. Like it's not like the generic puzzle piece, like puzzle shape thing. It's actually like different characters, and that looks really cool because you can have them separately. You can have them separately by themselves, and it's just like a really cool item to have. You've been seeing those on Twitter? Yeah, that might be where I've been seeing them. I've been seeing a lot of them. Are you planning on playing Epic 7 Arise? I would love to if I get the chance. Yeah, I would love to. Hello, hello, Top Pro Raven. Hello, hello. It looks really, really cool. Epic 7 Arise. It looks really, really, really cool. I can't say too much about it, other than I know that they had the Kickstarter, and we're now doing the pre-orders on it. Are you getting a copy? You plan on painting the minis? Really? I wanna see, I wanna see. When you paint them, I wanna see. You wish you got the Kickstarter though? What was the bonuses for the Kickstarter? Have you done a lot of painted minis before? Like, have you painted other minis before? I'd love to see what other minis that you've painted before. A few extra minis. Oh, that was the bonus, few extra minis. You could never go wrong with too many minis, or more minis, or more additional extra minis. And some other stuff. Have I played Basim? Not yet. Have you? I have the book though. I do have the book. I recently got a hold of Anime 5e as well. I got a hold of Anime 5e. Have you played Basim? I kinda wanted to try Basim because it's based off of what I was reading when I was reading it. It was nice, quick pace, and simple. But now that I have Anime 5e, I kinda wanna give that a try as well. You started painting more recently? You're not a pro, but you do design work, so it's up your alley at least. That's so cool! You must have really steady hands and a lot of patience to paint them. A lot of patience. Because it's a lot of fine detail work, right? And you have to have the tiny brushes, or it would have to be, right? Tiny brushes? You can't really airbrush that, unless... Can airbrush do like really fine details? I can see you doing that for texturing. You're building a My Hero campaign to play with your friends. Really? My Hero? Oh my goodness, that sounds really interesting. How many are in the party? You'll have to tell me key highlight moments from your adventure. You'll have to tell me. I like to know like really interesting things like that. Key highlight moments. You can only die in 2 places here. You could use more patience. But yeah, you have a bunch of the brushes. You prefer brushes, although airbrush can get you some easy glow effects. Really? Like, they don't actually glow, right? You're talking about, like, highlights? Like, painting highlights and stuff? 5 in the party? What's the best party for roleplay? For tabletop roleplay? What's the best party size to have? 1 GM, and then how many participants? I wish I had the patience for some miniature paintings. For miniature model painting. I'd be too scared. I'd be too scared. It looks glow-like, not actual glow. Really good highlighting. You should post some of the stuff that you've already done in the Discord if you're part of the Discord. There's a creative channel. I would love to see your work. I would absolutely love to see your work. 4 to 5 is perfect amount. Minimum 3, maximum 5. No more than 5. Okay. Because I think the more there is, the longer a session takes, right? Sessions get longer and longer. To figure out putting this back into the box now that we have sleeved. You'll put a few in creative. I'm excited. Oh, okay. So this doesn't have to go into the bottom. Can this fit here? Does it fit down here? Just like that? Cards will exist up here. Buttons will exist here. And like so. Perfect! Perfect! You feel character reaction and player retention suffer if there are more than 5. More people on phones and such when they aren't engaged. This is true, yeah. To fill in the time. If it's not their turn, you would want to fill in the time. It's all live, right? It's all live, like in person and call. Have you done like writing? Was it RP forms? Just have it all written out, that way people can just respond whenever they are available or when they can. I've done that before. In person? I've never done in person before. I'm excited. I'm hoping to put something together to be able to do a roleplay session. I want to do a roleplay session. I've never done it before, ever. And I wanna do it. I wanna do one. But I have to figure that out. Let me go back to the cafe. There we go. But yeah. I've not done in-person roleplay. I'm super anxious about what it's like. You could do a one-shot for Basim or D&D. You sure tons of people would play with me? I'm interested, but someone has to be a GM. Because since I don't know, I've never done it before, I can't be GM. It'd be really cool if I was GM. I'm pretty sure I would be very maniacal as a GM. I'd be like, well, haha, you thought this? But lo and behold, underneath the ground there was this, and then this. And then before you knew it, there was underground centaurs called mole centaurs that barrel through the ground, and they sprung right up through the roots of the trees that you guys were laying against during your campfire session, and they didn't like the fact that you were making a campfire because the mole centaurs, they get very angry about that because they're actually part descendants of wood nymph forest nymphs. Something like that. Overlord Aki. Can you imagine what a mole centaur would look like? I think maybe I have to try to brainstorm a layout for roleplay, right? I can't always be behind the counter when I do the roleplay. You want to play Overlord in Besim, but don't know if you have the ability to build it. Play as an Overlord? Just do what your heart desires. Just do what your heart speaketh to you and do it. I don't know I don't know the mechanics of being a proper actual GM and all the prep work that goes behind it. I don't know the schematics of that. If I were to be GM out the get-go from no experience whatsoever, it would be the scuffiest campaign ever. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know what preparations needs to be done for it. You put a few of the painted minis into Discord Creative? I'll definitely take a look after stream. There's a video game called Battle Chef Brigade. That sounds familiar. It's a cooking game, but you have to go out and fight monsters for your ingredients. I think I'm familiar with this. I think... Is one of the characters, they wear like a blue outfit and like a yellow scarf, I think, question mark? I think I'm familiar with this. It might be worth looking into. I think... Oh, maybe it would just be if I made a D&D style roleplay game, it would be food related. Top Chef. They go like military cooking school or something like that. Oh my goodness. You know, that makes sense though. That makes sense. Right? The best army is the one, like the best thing to do to defeat an enemy is to just, you know, be hungry. Like a lot of animals became endangered because people ate them. So like you know when they were having the emu situation, the great emu wars. They should have just figured out how to eat the emus. Like good recipes, and then people will want to try emu, and then there you go. That would help with the overpopulation of emus, instead of just gunning them down and wasting their bodies like that. Gotta figure out some good recipes. Use that emu to good use. Like, put that emu to good use. Don't just gun down that emu and then just let it. The emu wars, yeah. They did it all wrong. They did it all wrong. If you want to help balance the population of emus because you're worried that there's too many of them, just figure out a good recipe for them. There's a Wendy's D&D campaign? What is that like? Wendy's D&D. I kind of want to do, now that we're talking about it, I kind of want to do like Iron Chef D&D. I want to do Iron Chef D&D. That'd be really interesting. Granted, I would have to actually know a lot about cooking to make sure that things make sense. Or maybe it's better if it doesn't make sense. Maybe it's better if it doesn't make sense. Isn't that how the giant tortoise went extinct? People kept eating them? Exactly. See? They were doing the emu war all wrong. That's why they lost. That's why they lost. Because they weren't hungry enough for emu. They didn't have the right motivation. They were just, we need to do a culling. Listen. You should be like, I want to try some emu. But of course they have to control it so that they don't actually extinct the emu. Don't overeat the emu. You wish there were more anime roleplay games with minis? Most are Western style. You'd be interested to see you do an unboxing of the pre-order set of Epic 7 Arise. So you can see what it comes with, different from the Kickstarter. I'm gonna try to ask to see if I can get a set once they come in. I'm really excited about that. It's okay though because the emus keep winning. Is it still an issue? Is the emu still an issue? Emus are dinosaurs? Dude, they sound like dinosaurs. You'd roll for initiative. Wait, where's my dice? Where's my giant dice? Okay. Emus are the national bird, aren't they? Yeah, but I mean, they were having a population issue, weren't they? Top Crow Raven, welcome into the cafe! Thank you, I hope you enjoy your stay here. Birds are dinosaurs. You have a tiny dino at home? What kind of birds do you have? It's still a problem. The lost that war. Oh my goodness, it's still a problem. They just need to figure out what a delicacy, emu delicacy. In Japan, they had a bear problem. Okay, there's a prefecture in Japan where bears would go and attack people in this nearby like village. Okay, there's a nearby village like there's like a lot of bears next to this village. It was a problem. Okay, they don't want all these bears attacking people. You know what they did? Do you know what they did to help solve the issue and minimize bear attacks? They made bears a delicacy there. They went and hunted bears to control the population, and you can eat bear at this prefecture. So that way, there are less bear attacks. They need to do that. They need to just make an emu dish, an emu delicacy, to control the population of emus. Don't let the emus attack you. Eat the emus. Don't let the bears attack you. Eat the bears. Problem solved. You have a white face. Those are so cute. He likes to sing. His name is Tama. Tama. But he's not a turtle. Prefecture? Oh, think about it. Prefecture. Think of a prefecture as like a county or town, like a little town. There's like a little town in Japan. A little town in Japan where yeah, versions of states. Yeah, it's a little area. So it's a little area in Japan. It's pretty rural. I think it's like where is it? And it's pretty good. Like they look really good. This bear. And they do it as a form of self-defense to protect against. They don't go out there and like eat all the bear until extinction. No, just enough to control the population. Township. Yeah, I think. Yeah. There's different prefectures, like a lot of different prefectures. Roll for initiative. Can Akiko make an emu delicacy dish? I got an 8. I got an 8 out of 20. Is that acceptable? Would you eat an 8 out of 20 dish? Would you eat an 8 out of 20 dish? Is that... What is that in D&D terms? Is that acceptable? That's below average. I rolled below average for my emu dish recipe. Isn't the dish referenced in Fallout? Is it? Yagoi steak or something? Eat beer. It's in the northern region of Aomori. The locals regularly eat bear meat. But why? But why is it popular and how does it taste? There's so many dishes. There's like... You eat it. Yagui steak? I would eat bear for the cause. I would eat... I would eat bear for the cause. Listen. Apparently Finland also eats bear. In Finland, they eat brown bears. You can also have yours as a steak on rye bread, or buried under a pile of something in a skillet. The brown bear is featured in much of Finnish mythology and roams the forest in this country as king. So I can have bear in Finland. What does bear taste like? Slow cooked. Oh my god, wait, you can have... Wait. Never mind. Slow cooked New York bear meat. Can you have bear in New York? Where would they get the bear? Where would they get the bear? Has been described as like beef stew, but with a little stronger texture and a little gamier flavor. You can have bear in New York? Horse is quite common in places in Europe and Japan. What does horse taste like? Many hunters shun bear meat. However, most hunters who do eat black and brown grizzly bear say the meat is usually good or very good, unless the animal has been feeding on fish. It doesn't taste good if they eat fish? And why is that? All of these questions coming up on Google. Like, what am I looking at? Does bear meat... Wait, what question was I looking at? That's not what I was looking at. What is the best bear to eat? Black bear corns up about as nicely as any meat. What do you mean by corns up? It's also a surefire way to know that it's going to be both delicious and cooked well enough for safe eating. The nice thing about corning is it's flexible. What is the act of corning? What do you mean? What is the act of corning? You don't have to have specialty cuts of meat, and it lends itself to being a low waste method of cooking. What is corning? Corning? Corns up. Babish did a video on bear meat because of Red Dead 2? You get a bear in Red Dead 2? I'm gonna have to watch that. Is bear meat healthier than beef? If you're avoiding extra saturated fat in your diet, bear meat is a good choice. Compared to beef, which contains up to 20% fat in a package marked lean. Bear meat contains Beef contains 20.7%. Bear contains 20.1%. Oh, protein. Wait. Oh my god. Wait. I'm reading this all wrong. Beef contains 20.7% fat in a package marked lean. Bear meat contains 20.1% protein and only 8.3% fat. You'd think that they would have more, considering that bears are so big and fluffy. I guess that's just straight up all meat. Some of these questions. What meat does Japan not eat? What cultures eat bear meat? What can you not eat in Japan? What is the best meat on a bear? Which is better, milk or bear? Why is that the question? What is better, milk or bear? In what context? What are we weighing in terms of milk or bear? What is being weighed versus bear and milk? Does bear taste like beef? Is bear meat hard to cook? Can you eat giraffe? Why is... Wait a second. Why is someone asking if you can eat a giraffe? Is bear meat greasy? What is the world's healthiest meat? What animal is the healthiest meat? What is the healthiest meat of all? Does bear meat taste like steak? What is it? What is Japan's least favorite food? Giraffe jerky? Have you had giraffe jerky? It's real lean, all muscle on bear. Actually, you know what? That's fair. Bears are really strong and powerful. I think I could be crushed by a bear, but I don't know how... I mean, I could still be crushed by a cow. I'm curious about this Milton bear. Why does it show pictures of apple juice? I think it's thinking it's a misspelling. So it says milk or bear, but the answer is actually referencing biru. There is no answer for if you can eat giraffe. I want to know, what's the world's healthiest meat? Liver. Liver. Liver, particularly beef liver, is one of the most one of the most nutritious meats you can eat. It's a great source of high-quality protein, vitamins A, B12, B6, folic acid, iron, zinc, and essential amino acids. But liver is like... the texture is weird. But then again, I think I've only had like chicken liver, and I didn't like that. Maybe beef liver is different, but it's like spongy weird, and it tastes like dark bitter. I don't know how to describe it. It's like dark bitter. You can have chocolate milk. Don't think you can have chocolate beer. This is fair. This is fair. It's fish for the healthy. I know, fish! Fish is healthy. Fish is healthy for the omega-3s. You can pack on the omega-3s. Just take B12 and B6 vitamins each day to supplement. Here we go. What animal is the healthiest meat? What are the healthiest sources of animal protein? White meat poultry, such as chicken or turkey breasts. Fish, especially fatty fish like salmon, lake trout, mackerel, herring, sardines, and tuna. Pork tenderloin. Lean or extra lean cuts of beef such as sirloin or round cuts. Greater than 93% lean ground beef. That is what they say. Chicken. You do good for metabolism and mood. You don't like sardines? I don't think... oh, never mind. I was about to say, like, I don't think I've had sardines, but never mind. I put that in my chicken noodle soup. If you get one of those sardine cans... boneless. Get boneless. Boneless sardine cans in olive oil. And then you make chicken soup. You put the sardines in there. With the olive oil. And some cilantro. And that tastes really good and really healthy. And it's very, very nice. If you're not a huge fan of sardines, you're not even gonna be able to tell. It's just gonna be a really hearty chicken noodle soup. So just make regular chicken noodle soup, but a little bit watered down. Don't make it too salty. No salt. Not too much salt. Add some can of sardines, and then it's good. You've had sardines? You can eat the bones, since they are so small. I know, but I don't like crunching on the bones. I don't like crunching on the bones. Feels weird to me. So I try to get the boneless cans. Boneless sardines. It was a weird combination. I don't even know how I discovered that. I was just, I wouldn't say I was bored one day. I was making chicken noodle soup and I was trying to figure out a way to spice it up. Add more nutrients into it. And I saw the can of sardines there and I'm just like, that's got omega-3s. That's gotta be good for you. So I just added it in as an experiment and found that it tastes really delicious together. So I've just been cooking it that way ever since. Chicken noodle soup with sardine. Can of sardine. It sounds weird. I get that it sounds weird, but trust me. It's okay. It's fine. It's good. And some cilantro. To make it taste fresh. Not unless cilantro tastes like soap to you. If cilantro tastes like soap to you, then I'm sorry. No cilantro. Just the sardines. That should be good. I don't believe some of these answers on Google. Healthiest meat of all. Sirloin steak. Which is fair. Does bear meat taste like steak? It used to taste like soup to you? It used to, but what does it taste like now? How did you get over it? I've met so many people who say that cilantro tastes like soap to them. How did you get over it? It's supposed to be a rare genetic thing, right? It's supposed to be a rare thing. But I've met so many people that it tastes like soap too. And I didn't know you can get over it. I didn't know that was something that you can get over. You love it in your noodle. Did you just eat it into submission? Did you just eat all the cilantro into submission? So wait. If it doesn't taste like soap to you, what does it taste like to you now? Does it taste like green freshness? Does it taste like the way it's supposed to? Does it taste like green freshness? Or does it still taste like soap, but you're just over it? You're just okay with it tasting like soap? Like that's a natural flavor for you. Some dishes tasting like soap. You ate it more in your tacos. It's really good in tacos. It gives a nice freshness. Like, I like the cilantro. I like cilantro because it's supposed to be, like, or at least for me, it just makes me feel like a fresh dish. That's what it feels like to me, a fresh dish. So I feel bad. I feel sad when I meet people that say that cilantro tastes like soap to them. Because I'm just like, no! I mean, no. It doesn't taste like much like a leaf. And like a green for you. What does it taste like? But it doesn't taste like soap anymore? But it doesn't taste like green fresh veggie. Like it doesn't taste like a leafy green. You know what I mean? I'm trying to reread it to make sure that I understand. It doesn't taste like much like a leaf and like a green for you know what I mean? No soap anymore. So you've grown accustomed to it. Did it used to really like you just forced yourself to eat it with soap? Like the soap flavor, you would just kind of be like, well, I'll just get through it, soap flavor and all. This is so interesting. It's so interesting. I wanna know. Like, does that mean you have to force cilantro soap tasters to eat more cilantro to get over the cilantro soap flavor? Seems cruel, but also at the same time. You were a kid when it tasted like soap. 4 or 5. Interesting. I'd be curious to know how it tastes like as a soap. But also at the same time, I wouldn't want to give up my flavor of cilantro because I like it too much. I like it way too much. Your taste changes as you get older. This is true. So they have to try it again. How did you know it tasted like soap? Did you... Everyone always asks me when I say something tastes like something, they're like, what were you doing eating that? And it's just like, I didn't eat it, but I know what it smells like. Is that the same thing for you? Or it's just like, tastes like soap. Have you eaten soap? No, but I know what soap tastes like. So I can imagine what it's I know what it smells like, so I can imagine what it tastes like. Tasted like soap when it tasted like soap. Did you eat soap? Or do you just know based off of smelling soap? Because that's what I always say. I think I eat something and I'm just like, it tastes like fish food. And it's just like, did you eat fish food? I'm like, no, but I know what fish food smells like. So I can imagine what it tastes like. Do you know when you smell something so strong, right? When you smell something so strong, of course some of the particles, when it goes into your nose, it passes through your throat and you can just imagine the flavor. You're like, And you can just imagine the flavors of something. You eat. You eat with like all of your other senses before you even get to your mouth. That's why like visual representation is good, because you eat with your eyes. The smell, aromatics is important because you eat with your nose, you smell it. You take in the aromatics, the aroma, a good whiff of the food, and that gets you salivating for the actual mastication of the meal. When the smell is so strong, you taste it. Yeah, exactly. When the smell is so strong, you taste it. You know what the flavor is. You can perfectly figure out what that would taste like if the smell is super intense. So this is why when I say I'm not usually a fan of eating crab, like straight crab, where I have to crack it straight from the actual crab. I've had imitation crab. It's fine. But like, I'm not a huge fan of eating straight crab from the crab. Because to me, I'm just like, this tastes like aquarium water. It just tastes like aquarium water to me. And it's just like, have you been drinking aquarium water? Like, what do you mean? I'm just like, no. But I've been into like the Asian restaurants where, you know, when you go in and you're greeted by like the aquariums at the front, when you enter right into the Asian restaurant, and the first thing you see is like the aquarium that they may or may not get their fish from. And sometimes some restaurants, that aquarium is super strong smelling. Or even when you go to an Asian market and they have the fish section with all of those aquariums. You know, yeah. You have an aquarium? Yeah! So you know that the aquarium has this particular smell. And it's like, when they eat crab from the shell, it tastes like what that smells. Prove it? What do you mean prove it? It tastes like what that smells. I am curious. Like, so I never find a huge fancy with it. I'm not a huge, like, when people are just like, man, ritzy crab, right? And they're like, man, this is like luxurious crab. I'm just like, nah. It's aquarium water. It'll always taste like aquarium water. I have yet to go to a restaurant where it does not taste like aquarium water to me. I have yet. There might have been one time where it was kind of okay, but like they give you these giant side cuppy dishes of just melted butter that you dip it into, and at that point it's just like getting a sponge and dipping that into the butter, so you're just straight up eating butter, right? I can put butter on anything. I can put butter on bread and eat that if I wanted to. But like, as its own existence, crab just tastes like aquarium water to me. And it's probably because like obviously they keep it in an aquarium tank before serving it to you. That aquarium have smells? No, you can't. People die doing that? What do you mean people die doing that? Shoving... Are you trying to say, like, people shove their head into aquariums? I mean... What? You can just be around an aquarium and you can smell it. It's like asking, do you smell? Prove it. Let me just shove and smother my nose right onto your fleshy skin and try to absorb the senses into my nostril. Let me just try to suck your fleshy skin into my nostrils. If you're trying to say that in order to prove an aquarium smells, I have to submerge my face and nose into an aquarium water tank, isn't that the same thing? You don't have to be in the aquarium to smell it. You can be around the aquarium to smell it, just like you can be around a person, you can smell them. Have you sampled aquarium water for comparison? I have not. I have not, but I've cleaned aquarium tanks many a time before. I've cleaned aquarium tanks so many times. So of course when you're like cleaning and like swashing the water, all of that scent is all in the air. Aquariums do smell. Smells like water and fish. Yeah, pretty much. That fishy smell. Prove it? I don't need to prove it. I've smelled it enough. If you can't smell it, bless your little heart. Bless your little heart if you can't smell it. Honest to goodness. If you don't have to deal with aquarium smell, bless your life. For real. I've had to smell aquarium water for like a large portion of my life, having to clean out aquarium water. So if you can't smell it, gosh darn, aren't you lucky? If it's clean, it smells nice and calming like the ocean. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I smell anything. Whenever the aquarium's clean, I don't think I smell anything. At least I don't remember. I just remember having to clean it out a lot. You do that thing? Have you done that thing? So like where you siphon the water out of it? How did you clean out your tanks? So obviously you extract the fish, you put them somewhere else, and then you get a hose and you do that thing where you fill it up a little bit and then you have to turn it off quickly and then unhinge the side that's at the nozzle spout and then just let it drop so that the suction reverse suctions the water out of the tank. And then you attach it up when everything's all drained, and then you start like spraying the rocks at the bottom so that you can get that like you can clean the rocks and everything, and then you have to reverse suction the water and empty it. Yeah, where you fill it up. You fill it up and when you disconnect it from the nozzle, and then the water just comes out. I remember having to do that a lot. I had a lot of koi. We had koi growing up. Grandpa really liked the kois. Grandpa really liked the kois. Always wanting to try to... Cause you know kois can get really expensive. Kois can get really, really expensive. And so like... Grandpa always wanted to try to just get small koi and then raise it up to be big koi. And there was one time we had a carp. Well, we had carps, which are cheaper kois. They're like fish that you buy when you want koi, but kois are too expensive, so you get carps. Yeah. And there was one time I had a cousin that gave me a fish that I could swear was a piranha. Or at least it kind of looked like a piranha, because it was really small, looked like a dime, it had a red belly and everything, and I was told it was not a piranha. But we had to take care of it, and we put it with the rest of our fish, and this fish started attacking our koi. It started attacking our koi, and it was pretty bad. So we had to separate them by a glass. It didn't attack the carp for some reason. It only attacked the koi, and it made all of the carps hostile and wanted to attack. Was it triangle shaped? Kind of. It was like a shield. It kind of looked like a shield. It was like silver, had a red-ish belly, like it had a red marking, and it was super flat. So when I first got it, it was the size of a quarter. It was super small. But then like within a month or something, it like doubled or tripled in size a little bit. And it just got really hostile. But like this fish ended up like being the gang leader to the carps and bashing against this glass divider we had between the carps, this fish, and the koi. And it straight up like in the middle of the night when we were all sleeping, bashed. I would hear it in the middle of the night. I think there was one time I slept in the room adjacent to the aquarium, and you can just hear it all night long, them bashing against this glass. And I didn't know any better. I didn't know what was going on. And it was quite terrifying to hear. And then like, we kept having to readjust it. And then I think on the third night or something, they bashed against the glass so hard, they killed all of the koi. They smushed it, all of the koi. Did it have teeth? I'm trying to remember. It kind of looked like it had teeth, but really tiny teeth. Like super tiny teeth. I thought it was a piranha. My cousin reassured me it wasn't a piranha, but I don't know if I believe that. I think I've told this story before, and people have told me that they think the fish was a paku or something like that. Not necessarily a piranha, but still a hostile fish. A paku. Or something like that. If I remember. You may have had a piranha. It didn't eat the fish, I don't think. It just bit them. It was just really mean. I don't remember what happened to the fish. I don't remember if my cousin took it back or if something happened to just all of the fish in general. I just remember that this fish ganged up with the carps and killed all of the koi. Bancho carp, the gang leader. What was happening? Koi murder? Yeah. I had one of my cousins. I had a cousin that needed me to look after one of their fish. And it was the size of a quarter, and it was flat and silver and had a red spot on it, and I'm just like, is that a piranha? And they're like, no, it's not a piranha. I just need you to watch it for a little bit because we're moving or we're on the road or doing something. I'm like, is that a piranha? They're like, no, it's not a piranha. I'm like, are you sure it's not a piranha? Yeah, it's not a piranha. Are you positive? It looks like a piranha. No. We put it with the rest of our fish. It starts chomping on the koi. Separate, and it doesn't attack any of the carp. Separate them. They start freaking. They got really hostile. The koi didn't stand a chance. The poor koi. To this day, I swear, it was probably a piranha. Wait, let me see. I think I was told it might have been a paku fish or something. May have been lying to you as a joke? That's terrible. That's awful. Because it killed a bunch of our fish. Kois are expensive. Kois are super duper expensive. It's not a paku. Paku has scary like human teeth. What fish did I have? What fish was this? Silver red belly fish. It got really skinny. I just remember like it got super duper. It was the size of a quarter when we first got it, and it like tripled in size and was super thin, and it still had this distinct like super red belly marking that made it feel like a piranha to me. But the problem is like a lot of the fishes that I'm looking at, like they're kind of round, but but this fish was like super duper skinny. Like flat skinny. Straight up looked like a piranha in my child brain. It looked like a piranha though. To this day. Sheeps have human teeth? Like straight human teeth? Have you seen the paku? That's like human teeth for a fish, like on a fish. Every time I tell this story, I always end up looking. I end up trying to look for whatever this fish was, and then I end up not knowing. I end up not knowing. I just know that it had a red belly. It stood out to me so much. Red belly paku fry. Are pakus hostile? Hold on. Red belly paku. Paku. Every time I type this in, it always brings up the one with the teeth. Why does it bring up with the one with the teeth? See, it kind of looked like this. Ish. Maybe like this. Sheep's head fish? That's what you were told? Sheep's head fish was called? The only fish you ever had were in the insane aquarium? With the aliens? But it was like more skinny than this. Whatever fish, but it had like the red belly, it was silver, and it was like skinny, like super ungodly skinny. Some of these pictures are really cursed. Look at this teeth. Look, this has teeth. That's really cursed. That's so cursed. Why does the fish have cursed teeth? Don't buy this adorable fish, red belly paku. Why? Unless you have a 600-gallon tank? We didn't buy it. We didn't have a choice. I mean, it half kind of looked like this. It was small. To better bite you with? Now I don't want to be bit by a freaking human teeth fish. All of these pictures are pretty cursed. All of these pictures are pretty cursed. Yeah, it kind of looked like that. A little bit like that. I need to stop looking at fish. I need to stop looking at fish. Especially fish with cursed teeth. Especially fish with cursed teeth. Let's look at something tasty. What's something tasty? Wait, let me check if this is gonna be safe. Bear. I searched bear. I do want to try some bear dish. I'm gonna have to look at that Babish video that you guys were telling me about. Swordfish steak should be safe. Are you sure? Are you sure? Bear meat is kind of purple. Dang, that's super thick. These are like super thick cuts. This is fish? That's like the thickest, like, cut of fish I've ever seen. It straight up looks like steak. Like meat steak with how thick that is. Like meat steak. I've never had swordfish. Have you had swordfish? Let's watch it now. I don't want to watch it now. I don't want to watch it only because I don't want to get, how do you say? Copyright. No, I don't want to get copyright. You've only seen tuna this big? Look at that. Look at the thickness on that boy. That thickness on that boy. I want to try that. Now I want to eat swordfish. Look at what you guys are doing. You've had shark before? Really tasty? All of the shark? I think we had talked about this, right? Didn't we talk about this? About like how there's the shark fin soup and then it's such a waste to eat the shark fin soup because they only get the fin and then they waste the rest of the shark? Why don't they just eat the rest of the shark? Why? Why would you... Such a waste of food. Did you eat a whole shark? What does it taste like? What would you say shark tastes like? You're allergic to seafood, sadly? So no swordfish. I'm so sorry. I forget. I like seafood so much. I love sushi way too much that I always forget about seafood allergies. And so I always feel bad because sometimes I'm just like, I want sushi and I'm hanging out with people who are allergic to seafood and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. This is why ramen is always a safe dish. Ramen is always a safe dish. Do I like shrimp chips? Yes! Yes, I do. I like shrimp chips. There's some shrimp chips. They have garlic shrimp chips at Costco that I really like, and they give you it in the big bag. I went last time. Last time I went, they didn't have it there, so I'm really sad. But there's like these big shrimp chip at Costco. These are really good. If you guys have an access to a Costco, oopsie. Definitely should try it out. Costco shrimp chips. These guys. If you guys see this bag, you should try this. Sorry, everything's backwards. You should try this. It is so good. Nom 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 nom. It's garlic butter flavor shrimp chips and it's in a big humongous bag. I'm so used to, I grew up with the was it beef? Beef flavored shrimp chips. Any of the shrimp chips are nice. I like to put it in my mouth and let it kind of melt a little bit, but then also if I eat too many of them, I rub it against the roof of my mouth and it cuts up the roof of my mouth, so I can't eat them a lot, otherwise I have so many cuts in the roof of my mouth. It is a waste. You did eat the whole shark? Made nuggies out of it? Really? You made nuggies out of the whole shark? I mean, I guess not the whole shark, but you made nuggets out of it? It tasted like chicken? Do you have pictures of this? So wait, did you cook? You had the whole shark and you like, did you have to like clean it? And like cut it up? And everything? You don't like seafood very much, but you will eat it if you make it for me. Making seafood, I think the only thing I don't like is like all of the bones. I think that's anything in general. I don't like having to deal with all of the bones. That's one thing I don't like. Also, I don't like having to see the face. You do not have pictures of it. It's been years since your last shark catch. You caught it yourself? Oh my god, that's amazing. That's amazing. That must be really nice to be able to catch your own food like that. Not know what's for dinner tonight. I'm gonna go hunt for my food. When cooking shrimp, goes from white to pink, and chicken goes from pink to white. If you're not mistaken, so you thought people were eating raw shrimp forever? Oh my goodness, that's funny. I didn't think about that. From white to pink. Pink to white. That's so true though, that's so true. Took hours to bring it in? How big was the shark? How big was the shark? Do you know? Or do you remember? Because it's been years. I'm scared to search up shark food. Just because of how much people waste of shark. Why don't they eat more shark? Why is not more of the shark eaten? These are so cute. Hold on, hold on. Look guys, these are so cute. These are so cute. My god. These are so cute. I want this so bad. Is this like, what is this? Is this like pigs in a blanket only for hot dogs? Or like only for shark? Shark in a blanket? What is this? Is that a sausage? Hold on. I must discover what you are. Shark bite sausage mold. It is! It's a sausage mold! What kind of shark was it? It's almost 6 feet. Oh my god, that's a big shark. How long did it take you to reel that in? Because it must have fought really hard. 6 feet. Oh my goodness. Black tip shark. Might have been less. It's been years. You remember the cops showing up? Not hurt anyone. What do you mean? To not hurt anyone? With your shark? Baking mold. Oh my god, these are actual baking mold treats. I want this. This is a beautiful mold. How does this work? Oh, you stick the hot dog in there. Is it only one-sided? It's only one-sided? I'm saving that. This is too adorable to not have. I don't even celebrate Shark Week. There's a whole lot of shark treats. The cops were like, hey, don't use that shark to rob a store or nothing. You hear? Just wheel into a bank. I've got a shark and I know how to use it! Let me see. The cops came because of the shark. It was scary. It was scaring the people around you at the beach. Was it still alive? When you reeled it in? Or did you dispatch it right when you caught it? Like when you brought it in, did you dispatch it? Or was it alive until you brought it home and then you dispatched it? When was the time of dispatch for the shark? You want pigs in a blanket now? I know, right? I know, right? If they look like this, I just want to eat it. I don't know how, this is too cute. Hi, cooks. Those look so yummy. They're so adorable, right? I want to eat that. These are too cute. These are too cute! Who celebrates Shark Week like this? This is so cute! Having extra preparation to make your food look so cute. Look! Crab croissants! Crab witches! That's so adorable! And I love croissant sandwiches. Oh my god. It's perfect! It's perfect! I need a sandwich now. It was alive. We had to let it die by suffocating out of water. Oof. Only way to save the meat. What does save the meat? What does that mean? Doesn't it die? Like wait. Doesn't it, if it dies stressfully, doesn't that ruin the meat? So you have, wouldn't dispatching it have saved the meat? Cause someone told me, I think, for lobster, right? You have to dispatch the lobster. Don't actually just like throw it into the pot or while it's alive or something like that. Because the shock seizes up the muscles, and that's why sometimes you can have really stiff or tough lobster, because of the shock upon its death will seize up the muscles. So is that not the same thing with sharks? Or I guess any animal in general? I don't know how that works. So cute, all of them. They are all very cute. I want a croissant sandwich now. I want a croissant sandwich. I'm so hungry. Why do I do this to myself? I make myself so hungry every day. But then again, I don't know, depending on how big it is. You said it was 6 feet? I don't know how you would properly dispatch that. Or how long it would take you to take it home. I don't know how long it would take you to take it home. I don't know the proper methods of dispatching it. It's sad that it had to suffer. It's really sad that it had to suffer, but I am also uneducated to know what would have been the better methods, or what are the other better methods, and I also don't know how long it took you to take it home, or like if you, I don't know if you went straight home or what. The gooey thing eyes on that are killing you. They're cute. They're also different sizes. I don't know if you noticed that. They're different sizes. You're not sure, but that's how your dad let it pass. You'll stop talking about it? No, it's fine. I just don't know enough. I don't know enough. I don't know enough, but also at the same time, like, I wouldn't be brave enough to do my own dispatching. I wouldn't be brave enough to do my own dispatching. I would need someone to dispatch for me. How long did that feed you for, though? That must have been a lot of meat. Cause I remember when we got like a half cow one time. You know, you can get like a whole cow from a butcher's. We had like 2 freezers worth of meat that lasted us a really long time. Like a really long time. I would love to get like meat in a bulk again, like that. Cause then you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. if you just get meat. Half cow. It'll be kind of expensive. I've never had a whole cow, but that would be a lot of meat. I would need like 3 freezer chests full, maybe? And cooking meat daily. Every day, new meat dish. Few days, had to cook out. With it, the whole family showed up. It was a whole feast. I'm just glad that you utilized all of it. I'm just glad you utilized all of it. I think I mentioned shark fin soup one time, and apparently it was very, because I didn't know that it was a thing that I didn't know that was a thing that I guess they get harvested just for the fin and then thrown back into the water and wasted away like that, and they die, of course, and it's just a waste. I didn't know that was a thing. So it made me sad because I was just like, I want to try shark fin soup, right? I want to try shark fin soup. So it makes me was it reassured? Reassured that you consumed all of the shark and did not waste it. Have I ever had wild boar? I have not had wild boar. I am intrigued to have wild boar. I think the only really crazy exotic thing that I've ever had was, I think I've had alligator. I've had alligator. I had rabbit recently, for the first time. It was pretty gamey. The flavor was pretty dank. This is the best way for me to describe the flavor, but then again, I didn't have like a huge piece of rabbit. I don't know if I've had like a proper... I don't have a proper flavor memory of lamb. So I don't even know if I've had lamb by itself. I'm pretty sure I've eaten lamb, but I don't think I've had it enough, or the flavor wasn't impactful enough for me to remember what lamb tastes like. Like, I didn't have lamb enough to remember, like, oh yeah, that's definitely lamb. And then also the flavor might not have been super impactful for me to remember. How was the rabbit? It's a lean meat, as you've been told. Yeah, it was pretty lean. I had it in, I think it was called, the dish was called like a patella or something? Pattaya or something? And, there was a lot of meats in there, so there was rabbit and chicken. I recognized the chicken. The rabbit was pretty good. It was... How do I describe the flavor? The texture was pretty similar to chicken, but the flavor was definitely different. And it was like... How do you describe that? It's not a normal meat flavor, but it's not bad. Does it taste kind of like beef? Maybe. I wouldn't say it tastes like beef though. I don't think it tastes like beef. It's got like a dank flavor. I keep saying dank, but it's not. Dank is not a flavor palette. Dank is not a flavor. So, I don't know. It's gamey. Like in Gyro? Oh, sorry, Hero? Is it Hero or Gyro? I always mess that up. But yes, I've had lamb in Gyros. Heroes? Gyros? I've had them in that. And they do taste like beef. They do. They do taste like beef. I think less fatty. Less fatty. I think that's the only time I've had lamb, actually. If you had to describe seafood to someone who who has never had it, how would you describe? Seafood. What kind of seafood? Thank you. Thank you, Cotton. What kind of seafood? Let me think. Because you can prepare seafood so many different ways. It is like gyro. Gyro. Tilapia kinda tastes like chicken. I can make tilapia taste like salmon. I think. Yeah. If you just cook tilapia with, so I cook salmon. I typically cook salmon with a 1-to-1 equal ratio of soy sauce and butter, drizzled on top. Cook it like that. That is like the perfect. This is salmon on crack, sort of thing. Like you will just non-stop want to eat it. If you use that same mixture concoction with another fish like tilapia, then it tastes exactly the same. It tastes like salmon. You'll have to try that. Yeah, 1-to-1 ratio. Usually it's like, depending on how thick the salmon is, because it's supposed to be just like you either marinate it if you want, or if you cook it with it. It's just like a 1-to-1 ratio. Don't put too much. It's better in like subtleness. Just barely covering it. Butter and soy sauce. It's pretty good. You can add any other like seasonings you want, like garlic powder, whatever. But the main thing is like the 1-to-1 ratio of butter and soy sauce. Mix that together. It tastes perfect. Pretty good. Not really healthy, obviously, since you're putting butter as one of the main ingredients, and soy sauce is pretty salty, but it makes a pretty good combination, I will say. If I were to describe tilapia, so let's say if I did like a fried tilapia, it's like a white fish, right? So it's kind of flaky. It's a bit flaky. The flavor is definitely... See, you have to describe fishy to someone that has never had fish or seafood before. So it's kind of like... It's a little bit... It tastes like saltwater meat. Saltwater flaky light meat that breaks apart, if cooked properly, breaks apart very easily when tapped by a fork. And when lightly seasoned with butter, can totally like melt in your mouth sort of flavor palette. Or if they went with a citrus kind of flavor, that's definitely, it carries the flavor pretty well, like a sponge. Very good. If you've had like breaded fried tilapia, that gets a nice crunch. Kind of like a better catfish, only not dried out. If it's cooked properly, it'll stay very moist and succulent while being flaky, and with the crusted top on, like it's like nice and crunchy, but not dried out like catfish. Granted, I've never had a catfish that wasn't prepared in such a way and then dried, but I've been told that apparently that's all wrong. They're all preparing catfish wrong. You should never have to dry out your catfish. So I'm hoping to find an establishment that will prepare my catfish in that battered fried way and not have it be dried fish. But every single time I've had catfish, it's always in that same exact way, where it's battered with the crunchy coating fry thing, and it's always super flat and dry. Might try that to make the fish taste better. I don't know what else you use for seasoning wise for your fish. You want to say it tastes like fish water with a hint of sand or dirt. For me, that would be how I describe crab or any shellfish. It tastes like aquarium water, or I can't even say the ocean. Can I say the ocean? It tastes like aquarium water with some sand and dirt. That's what shellfish tastes like to me. Tastes like aquarium water with dirt in my meat. With sandy dirt in my meat. That's how I would describe shellfish. Ew, I know, right? This is why I'm not super enthralled anytime somebody is like hyped up about, oh, it's super ritzy, 5-star crab, lobster. Like, when they talk about lobster and crab as being like super fine dining, I'm just like, how? How is that? It's if I order this, it's probably gonna taste like aquarium water with sandy dirt. Do freshwater fish have a different flavor profile than saltwater fish? I mean, I think it's the way. It would depend on how it's prepared. Right? An order of sandy and salty water fishy, please. Coming right up. Make sure you get that sand deep in there. If my teeth doesn't grit when I bite down, it's not good enough. It's not top tier. It's hard to say. Because salmon is both, right? Salmon is both fresh and non-fresh. Salmon makes great adventures. A whole sand? A whole sand. I would like a whole sand in my fish. Please. Please. Let that be a whole sand in my fish. I can't present you a sand dollar. Just rub that against my fish as seasoning. Sounds disgusting. Sounds disgusting. I have to try more. I have to try more seafood. Because I don't remember. I don't think I've tried sea urchin. I have not tried uni. I heard that's an acquired taste. Like you really have to like work at liking that. Cause is it really salty? What was the flavor of uni? It's really salty? Or better salty? Something like that. And the texture. I think the texture is also one that you have to get used to. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed going over the Tokyo Ghoul game with me. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to have that, and I'm hoping that maybe it will help me be less sus by playing it. If I play it more and more, I have to play more sus games. But I feel like it doesn't matter what I do. I feel like it doesn't matter what I do. I'm always going to be sus. And then we ended up talking a lot about food. As usual, no surprises there. No surprises there. You did? You took a nap and had fun talking with you? Yeah, it's always a pleasure talking with you. I enjoy talking with you guys. And I'm glad that you guys enjoy me talking about food so much. I like learning all sorts of new things. You have to own the sus. You don't think I was owning the sus during the murder mystery? You know, where I'm just like, listen, I'm you know, like I feel like I was owning the sus a little bit, right? So much sus? I wasn't sure. I feel like I was the only one that was doing some form of roleplay. Maybe. Because in my head I thought, like, you know, it's a social deductive game, right? And and all we have is kind of like, we have no real information. We didn't actually have any sort of action, or especially if you're innocent. Because like when you play Among Us, right? You're actually doing things. So you actually have alibis for things. You're like, oh, I was in this room doing this and this and this. Like, you actually have some sort of backstory. But for the murder mystery, there was no backstory. There was no alibi. There was nothing that I was doing other than twiddling my thumbs and having conversation. So I assumed that you do the, like, roleplay sort of thing. Like socially try to pitch your way and stuff like that. Which I guess didn't work out for me. Didn't work out for me so well. Making up roleplay alibis or reasonings for why I'm innocent. I thought that just made sense in my head. The sus kinda owns you a little. That's your problem with games like Mafia and Werewolf. It was fun though. I really enjoyed doing the whole roleplay alibi stuff, but I think it's a little bit more difficult when you're the only one doing it. It's a bit difficult if you're the only one roleplaying and everybody else is just like, seems a bit weird there. You're trying, it's like, I thought I was trying to sell myself, like Snake Oil. You know Snake Oil, the game? Where you have to try to make a pitch? I thought that was the whole point. You have to make a pitch. So that's what I was trying to go for. I was trying to make a pitch every time. Which I guess made me pretty sus. Who trusts a salesman, right? Secret Hitler is a really fun deduction style game. Really? How does that one play? You get rules, and there's actually stuff you gotta do. Interesting, interesting. That's a potential game to play. That would be really interesting. I don't know if I'd be able to coordinate such a large group. That was a lot of people. 12 people? But they were all siblings. That was a lot of siblings. I wonder if they'll do anything for Christmas. I'll have to ask if they'll do anything for Christmas. That would be really cool if we had like a Christmas gathering. Akiko would just be bribed with food. Yeah. I'll do a lot of things for food. I can be easily swayed by a delicious meal. There are two parties, good and bad, and you want to try and find out who is the secret Hitler while also passing laws for your side. Oh, passing laws? That is definitely very interesting. I might have to look into that. That sounds very fun. But also I would have to look into it a lot more. You roleplay a government. Ah. Oh no. Government. Oh no. That's really funny though. Anyway, I should be getting ready for my meeting. Today, we should go ahead and we want to raid Griffin. She's in the middle of her subathon. She's 5 days and counting on her subathon. Which is very, very exciting. Very, very good. Very, very exciting. She's been going at it very long and strong. It's for her new debut of her new model. Very new, brand new model. It looks precious and adorable. She's been flickering a lot of her emotions. Very cute, very cute. Try to get those shown off. Give her a lot of support. Give her a lot of support because she is a very, very precious and adorable little fox. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I think, so there's not gonna be, she's doing amazing. You saw her maid outfit and her thighs. Oh, I see you perceived her thighs. Her maid outfit and her thighs. Nothing else? I know where you're looking. I'll tell her that I know where you're looking. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there's not gonna be a stream this Thursday. For the holidays. But I will do another stream next week, Tuesday. I'll do it, you asked her hear it. Also happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving! Happy Thanksgiving to everyone! I hope you guys enjoy. I have to, after doing work and everything, I have to go shopping so that I can get my sukiyaki materials and supplies. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Definitely, for sure, for sure. Don't forget to show us the food. Yes, I will show you all of my cooking and food. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week, okay? Goodbye!